Hello Cowboys Nation. Welcome to another video, and without further ado, let's get to another round of news from America's team. Packers interested in Micah Parsons, but Cowboys not interested in trade. There has been a lot of chatter on the internet about the Dallas Cowboys and Micah Parsons, obviously. But as of late, that chatter has also involved a third party, the Green Bay Packers. You may have seen that the Packers have been connected to a trade offer for the Cowboys' star pass rusher, but these have not come from the standard NFL insiders and reporters. To date, there has been nothing along those lines, and what has been out there has been internet fodder more than anything, but that all changed a bit on Wednesday. Pro Football Talk's Mike Florio reported that the Packers are definitely interested in Parsons, but the Cowboys have apparently not tolerated any of it, and the noise around the situation is not as intense as the internet would have had anyone believe. In response to recent indications from the Twitter user known as Ricky Scoops, who undoubtedly owns real estate on the NFL's grapevine, that the Packers want to trade for Parsons, we've done some digging. Per a source with knowledge of the situation, the Packers are interested. However, the interest is nowhere near the smoke that's out there. To be fair, this report that the Packers are interested in Micah Parsons isn't really much of anything if we take it as it is. Who wouldn't be interested in Micah Parsons? This is like saying every team is interested in Patrick Mahomes or Myles Garrett. Everybody holds interest on some level. The only reason this is notable is because of the internet fires that have been circulating around Parsons in general, but with specific regard to rumors of the Packers having interest. Our friends at Acme Packing Company had been covering this in the same sort of way from their side of the equation. As Florio pointed out, the Packers' interest doesn't matter as long as the Cowboys choose to hang on to Parsons, until Jerry Jones decided that the two sides are beyond the point of a make-up following sputtering contract negotiations that included Jones talking with Parsons instead of his agent. There will be no trade for now. We can file this under a bunch of nothing. But again, it felt relevant to put to bed as best we could. Micah Parsons' contract update from Adam Schefter includes good news and bad news. ESPN insider Adam Schefter provided an update on where things stand with Micah Parsons and the Dallas Cowboys on Get Up Tuesday morning. Parsons and the Cowboys have failed to make any progress towards a new deal after Parsons requested a trade from the Cowboys on August 1st. However, as Schefter pointed out, the Bengals and Trey Hendrickson appeared far apart on a new deal, as did Terry McLaurin and the Commanders before the star players agreed to new contracts with their teams over the past couple of days. I want to give you the good news and the bad news. The good news is that we heard a lot of strong language surrounding Trey Hendrickson and Terry McLaurin about how far apart the sides were, how nobody was willing to budge, how this could go on and on. And then lo and behold, less than 2 weeks before the opener, both players remarkably get deals done, Adam Schefter said. That brings us to Micah Parsons. Here's a player who again sounds like he doesn't want to be in Dallas. He's issued the public trade request. The Dallas Cowboys have had zero negotiations with him since they felt like they had an agreement with him that he didn't follow through on. All we've heard is how bad it is. And I think it is bad. I've even heard that this situation is considered to be Jerry Jones' Waterloo. He doesn't want to lose it. But I would say this, we've seen other sides come through and get deals done. This one again feels a little bit different. While the Micah Parsons situation with the Cowboys certainly appears to be more dire than what Trey Hendrickson and Terry McLaurin went through, there are still some similarities. Schefter believes it's possible the endings are similar too, with Parsons landing a new contract. Now it looked like McLaurin and Hendrickson were hopeless, and lo and behold they get deals done. And the Dallas Cowboys open their season a week from Thursday night. And Micah Parsons still has a tight back, and he still hasn't practiced, and we still don't know whether he's going to play, Shev said. And this is Jerry Jones' Waterloo. So there are a lot of elements at play that go against a deal that tell you it's not good. The hope is if Trey Hendrickson can get a deal done in Cincinnati, if Terry McLaurin can deal done in Washington, then there has to be a way for the Dallas Cowboys and Micah Parsons to bridge their differences somehow, as vast as they are, and get a deal done after cut. Could the Cowboys consider a reunion with Jalen Smith? The Raiders' decision to release linebacker Jalen Smith as part of their final roster cuts on August 25th has sparked immediate speculation across the league. A former Pro Bowler and once a cornerstone of the Dallas Cowboys defense, Smith is suddenly back on the open market. With Dallas still evaluating its linebacker depth under new defensive coordinator Matt Eberflus, the possibility of a reunion cannot be dismissed. Smith, now 30, remains one of the more recognizable free agents available. While his career has been marked by ups and downs, he brings traits that continue to draw interest from NFL teams. A second-round pick in 2016, Smith overcame a devastating college injury to carve out a strong start in Dallas, highlighted by a 2019 Pro Bowl season where he posted 142 tackles, 2.5 sacks, and 9 QB hits. His athleticism, range and pursuit, and ability to make splash plays in space have never been in doubt. Even in rotational roles with the Giants, Packers, and Raiders in recent years, Smith flashed the instincts and leadership that made him an early standout for the Cowboys. The timing is intriguing. This offseason, the front office took low-cost swings on two linebackers, Jack Sanborn and Kenneth Murray Jr. Both are entering critical pro-it situations in their first season with Eberflus, who is known for demanding discipline and awareness from his linebackers. Adding a veteran like Smith could create a stabilizing presence, especially as the unit works through changes in scheme and personnel. The depth chart is further complicated by injuries. Promising second-year linebacker Demarion Overshawn, who is expected to take on an expanded role in 2025, has been sidelined with a significant injury. That setback leaves Dallas with questions about both immediate depth and long-term reliability in the middle of the defense. In this context, Smith's availability aligns almost too perfectly. Of course, there are reasons for caution. Dallas parted ways with Smith in 2021, citing declining play, inconsistent coverage ability, and a contract that no longer matched his production. Bringing him back now would require accepting him as a role player rather than a centerpiece. Still, the Cowboys know him better than any other organization, and his familiarity with the culture in Dallas could shorten the adjustment curve.